cross-legged. Cross the legs at the center of the shins. Roll the front thighs in, broaden the back thighs and the pelvic floor. Draw the sacrum in and up, and continue that lift up the central channel. Root the outer hips and thighs down. Release the inner thighs to the inner knees. Maintain that. Take your fingers behind you. Lift and roll your upper arm bones back. Bend your elbows. Press your fingertips down and lift the sides of the body up, outer hips to armpits. And keep releasing the thighs down and rooting the pelvis down, and release the hands to the thighs. Maintain that reverse C in the armpit chest. And then we'll do our opening chant. So bring your hands to prayer position, Namaste Mudra, thumbs at the bottom of the sternum, the outside of the base of the thumb. Press there and then lift the bottom sternum to the top. And then turn the fingers up and press firmly at the sternum. So you can feel the vibration of the chant, and we'll chant call and response. So take a deep breath in and out. In preparation, we'll do Om together. And inhale deeply for Om. Om. Sahana Vavatu. Sahanao Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Paravavahai. Tejasvi Navaditam Astuma Vidvishavahai. Together. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lifting the heart. Exhale, bow the head to the heart and release the hands to the thighs and pause a moment. Surrendering the head to the heart. And then keeping the eyes closed on an inhale, roll up the back of the neck, settle the ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. And with the eyes closed, raise the gaze so that when you do open your eyes, you're looking straight ahead, but keep your sense of self down in your heart center. And then when you're ready, you can gently let your eyes float open. And we'll do our chanting practice. So take the index finger and thumb to touch in Chin Mudra, the other fingers up. And we'll do Ah. First chant is Ah. So it comes from the root, from the pelvic floor, and it's a lower tone, and the mouth is open wide. And we'll do it 3 times together. So when everybody's mostly done, we'll wrap it up and do the next one. Okay, so it doesn't go too long. Okay, so now take a nice deep full breath in. Ah. And again, deep breath in, belly, ribs, chest, 3-part breath. Ah. Remember, this is also a pranayama breathing exercise, right? So you're exhaling all the way out and open mouth wide and go deep, and it's a deeper tone as well. 3-part breath, belly, ribs, chest. Ah. So this mudra, Chin Mudra, stimulates belly breathing. Chinmaya Mudra, if you curl your other 3 fingers into your palm, so the tips of the fingers touch the palm, stimulates chest breath. Okay, and so then the next sound of the Om is O to U, and it's a little higher pitched, and you'll feel it maybe more maybe in the chest area. But still, 3-part breath in. Again, deep full breath. And again, deep full breath. Then Chinmaya, then Adi Mudra. So you tuck your thumbs into your palms, wrap your fingers around so your fingertips touch your palms, palms up. This stimulates chest breath, and the sound is resonating at the palate, more towards the back of the throat, a little higher pitch, the end of the Om. So again, 3-part inhale. And again, deep breath. And again, deep full breath. And so the next mudra, you keep the fist just as it is, and then you bring your hands on either side of your navel so there's a little space between your belly button. So your belly button has some space. And then it's Aum all the way from the back to the throat to the mouth, right? And it's a big full resonant breath in, and we'll begin. Ah. Again, big full breath. Ah. And one more time, big full breath. Ah. We'll go right into slow Kapalabhati. So you keep your fists where they are. And then it's a pumping, exhale the air out through the nose, like you're trying to get a gnat out of your nostrils, sharp contraction, and then release. We'll do 10 slow pumps. So it's like this. Okay, so we'll do it together. Inhale comfortably and begin. Good. And then deep, full, resonant breath 3 times. Remember, it's belly, ribs, chest when you inhale. And then it's a long, slow exhale. Try to make the inhale, exhale even in length and consistency. One more breath. Another slow round of Kapalabhati. Inhale comfortably, 10 pumpings. Begin. And then 3 full, deep, resonant breaths, belly, ribs, chest. Slow exhale. Try to make it last about 5 counts in, 5 counts out. One more big belly breath, belly, ribs, chest. And exhale. Observe how the abdomen moves as you breathe. So allow the abdomen after you contract it to totally release. Don't hold it in. Let it fall out like a Buddha belly. Okay. Last round, 10 pumpings. Inhale comfortably and begin. So when you exhale, the abdomen pulls in and then it's a release so the air can come in. Okay. And you try not to move your whole body, just your, yeah. Good. And now 3 full breaths. Feel how the abdomen moves as you breathe. First the belly moves, then the ribs, then the chest opens to expand. And as the chest and ribs expand, the abdomen releases back a little. And as you exhale, the abdomen releases back more. You kind of pull the abdomen in as you exhale. One more deep, full breath, belly, ribs, chest. Let your hands release down. Index finger and thumb touch, palm down in Gyan Mudra, wisdom mudra, and just observe your body, mind, breath for a few moments. Okay, and then when you're ready, go ahead and extend your legs and come down and rest in Shavasana. And when you come down to rest in Shavasana, move your props out of the way. If you know you're going to need something to rest your arms on overhead, push that overhead and make sure you have enough space that you can extend your arms overhead without touching the wall behind you. You can move your mat forward or just your body forward. Right. And so if you touch the wall at all, scoot down a little bit more so that you don't touch the wall at all when you extend your arms. And then just come down and rest for a few breaths in Shavasana. And that's just in preparation for the next thing. Let your body relax completely. Observe your body, mind, breath. So then we'll do Tadagi Mudra. Remember, Tadagi means empty lake. So that refers to the hollowing of the abdomen as we extend the arms and legs, and then breathe and maintain a hollow abdomen, especially the lower abdomen. The upper abdomen will, of course, rise and fall as we breathe, but the little lower abdomen, keep that hollowing and spreading on the back body. So roll your legs in towards each other and bring your legs together. Extend the front of the legs, not to harden the soles of the feet, but not to flex the feet. So find a nice length for your legs on the top of the legs from the, maybe you'll even feel it already in the abdomen, hollowing as you extend the front of the legs a little bit, and then firm the knees, grip the kneecaps. Bring your arms along your sides, palms down. Draw your lower belly a little towards your spine, firm your elbows and knees, and then inhale and raise your arms slowly up over your head. Palms face the ceiling, arms are shoulder width apart. Okay, and if your arms, elbows bend or something is difficult, then you can have support. And extend your legs out of your hips and extend your arms and shoulders out of your torso, and begin your long, slow, deep, full breathing. Maintain that hollow abdomen as you breathe. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. Turn your upper arm this way for him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing from your elbows. Good. And 5. Firm elbows, firm knees. Exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine a little. Inhale, raise your arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. And then you can turn your one knee out to the side and lift the knee up, tilt the knee up, let it drop into the midline, and do the same with the opposite leg. So you kind of ragdoll your feet up, okay? Have your feet close in towards your buttocks, extend your arms, and you shouldn't be able to touch your heels, so not too close. Then turn your palms to face your hips, lift and roll your shoulders under a little bit. So the shoulder blades squeeze together over the spine, and you have a pelvic tilt. So your pelvis rolls forward toward your sitting bone and tailbone, as in arch. You're arching your back. And your upper back is lifted as well. So even the spine of the upper back could be off the ground. Press the outer edge of the upper arms down, press the inner feet down, pull the lower belly a little in towards the spine just for support, not to flatten. And then inhale and raise your hips up a comfortable amount, and we'll be here and breathe. Let the back of the neck lengthen. Let the throat soften. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now keep your hips up. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly lower your buttocks down, keeping that slight curve. You don't have to harden your lower back, but just soften your inner groin. So you lower yourself down, still in that pelvic tilt, okay? Adjust your feet and your arms and roll your shoulders under a bit more. We're gonna do it one more time. Press into the feet, press into the outer edge of the upper arms, and inhale to come up. Let the back of the neck lengthen, the throat soften, look towards your heart center, eyes closed, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, take your inhale, and then as you exhale, lengthen your spine down from top to bottom. So find your upper vertebrae and lay them down one at a time, keeping your tailbone up in a pelvic tuck until your lower back touches, and then slowly release your pelvis. Roll your hips forward. Adjust your feet, turn your palms down. Take a breath. And then we do and that's called Dvipadapitam. So now we do Nabhi Darshanam. So you're going to roll your hips back towards flattened pelvic tuck. Press the lower back down so the sitting bones and tailbone curl up. Roll your shoulders towards each other in the front of the body. Curl your head up off the ground and look towards your navel. Nabhi is navel, Darshanam is gaze. And breathe. 5 breaths. Keep the hands on the ground, reaching towards the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And slowly release. Head and shoulders down. Take a breath, and then we do Pavana Muktasana. So roll your pelvis back, pressing your lower back down. Raise your right foot up. Interlace your fingers on your right shin. Flex your right foot. Let your right leg fall forward into your hands so your arms straighten, and press your leg into your hands and press your lower back down. And observe how your left foot gets light. Go ahead and lightly extend your left leg on the mat and extend the front of your left leg and foot. So don't flex your left foot. Roll the left thigh in, press the right knee into the hands, take a breath. And then as you exhale, relax your right leg and let your knee fall in towards your abdomen and draw your knee up a little bit towards your chest, a little teeny weeny bit out to the side. And then sinking the lower belly towards the spine and pressing the lower back down as you exhale, lift your head and chin, nose, or forehead up towards your right knee and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lower your head and shoulders down. Exhale, let your right leg fall forward again. Press your right shin into your hands. Press your lower back down. Observe how your left leg gets light. Draw your left foot back, foot flat, knee bent. And then lower your right leg down. Pressing the lower back down, raise your left leg up. Interlace your fingers on the front of the left shin. Flex the foot. Let the left leg fall forward so the arms straighten. And then push the shin a little bit into the hands and press the lower back down. See how the right leg gets light? Go ahead and lightly extend your right leg on the ground. Lengthen the front of the leg and the foot. Press the left shin forward into the hands. Press the lower back down. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, relax your whole left groin, buttock, hamstring, the whole left leg, calf, and let it fall in towards your chest. Hollow the abdomen to create space for that action. Draw the knee up a little bit towards the head side and a teensy bit out to the side. Keep the right leg firm, sink the waist down, exhale, and curl the head up. Chin, nose, or forehead towards the knee, and breathe. 1. Try not to go off too much to the side. Stay in the middle. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, the head and shoulders down. Exhale, press the left leg away from you till your arms straighten. And then press your lower back down. Feel how your right foot gets light and draw your right leg up. And then lower your left foot flat. So both knees are bent, both feet are flat. Take the arms out to the side and take a breath. Now you can have something under your head if you like. We'll do the single one leg straight, one knee bent leg raises. So your feet are about sit bone width distance apart. And then sink your waist down, hollow the abdomen. You can let the hips roll back a little bit and turn the waist a little to the left. Press into the left foot and raise your right leg up so both your knees are in the same line. Flex your right foot, sink your waist. And then inhale, you lower the right leg down, and exhale, you raise it up, and you use the core muscles, right, the abdominal muscles, to stabilize your pelvis so it doesn't roll forward or back or side to side. And sink the lower back ribs towards the mat as best you can as well. So you're really hollowing out the abdomen. Let the breath move more in the chest cavity, and you slowly raise and lower your leg, maintaining the stability of your torso. And if it's easy enough for you, you can start to bring the leg more and more towards perpendicular, right? And then the next time you raise the right leg up, just go to the level of the left knee, bend the right knee and lower the right foot down and relax the muscles that we're engaging to stabilize your torso. And then we'll do that on the other side. Take a breath and then exhale, sink the waist down so the hips can roll back a little bit. You're going to press into the right foot. So you turn the ribs a little bit to the right, turn the upper waist, and then raise the left leg up. Flex the left foot. So knees are on the same line, about hip width distance apart or sit bone width distance apart. And then sink the waist and inhale, lower the leg, and exhale, raise the left leg, keeping the knees straight. And observe how you're stabilizing your pelvis and whole torso with your abdominal muscles. And you keep the abdomen as hollow as you can, and keep the lower back ribs towards the mat as well, as much as you can. And breathe in the ribcage chest area. And if it's easy enough for you, you can raise the leg up higher and higher towards perpendicular. And then the next time that you raise the left leg up or lower it, come to the knee, and then bend your left knee and lower your left foot flat. And then go ahead and extend your legs and rest in Shavasana. Take a couple of breaths in, excuse me, Shavasana. Then we're going to do the exercise for the hamstrings with the belt, which we did when we had our Hanumanasana class. So you take your belt, bend both your knees, use your waist muscles, sink your lower back down so that you support yourself with your front muscles, not your back, right? Whenever you change your legs as much as possible. Now you bend your right knee towards your chest and then wrap the belt around the center of your right foot. Extend your right leg up. Now, when you go to take the belt, just let the belt hang on the foot for a moment, and you want it really long and open. And then your palms face your right shin, and you go past the belt. Then you hook your thumbs on the belt, slide your hands towards your head side, turn your palms to face each other, wrap your fingers around the belt, okay? And then you should be able to adjust the belt so you don't want to grip too hard, right? So your arms are kind of straight overhead, or if you're a little tight in the shoulders, more towards the leg. And then press your lower back down so you can lightly extend your left leg on the ground, and both extend the front of both legs, right? A little bit. And then you pull with your arms to stretch your right leg and push your leg away from you to release the stretch. Let the arms relax. Use the arms to pull the leg, and then use the leg to push the, the arm, so push the foot into the belt to release the stretch, right? And when you do that, release the grip of the arms. So it's like a seesaw. Right? The leg moves and then the arms move. The arms pull the leg back, the leg pulls the arms back. Okay, so it's nice and easy. And your left leg ideally is straight. Turn your hands the other way. Straight arms. Turn your hands. Yeah, I'm coming for you. You're good. Yeah. So like, yeah, let's undo this clip. Let's see what happened here. Where, oh. There. Okay. All right. Okay. Put your belt. Yeah. Now change leg. Yeah, go ahead and everybody change leg. So you're going to do about 5 to 8 to 10 pumpings and then change legs. And you'll do it 3 times on each leg and alternate the leg. So first keep this knee bent. The arms are straight. Okay. And then you relax. Let me have like that. All right, now slide your hands. No, don't grip yet. Just slide your hands towards your head. Relax your arms. Relax the grip. You don't have, yeah, because you're trying, okay, there you go. Now wrap, okay? Now extend this leg. Now you pull the leg this way and then that way. So the arms pull the leg pulls the arms, right? So you might need to go a little further this way so you can relax the death grip just a little bit. You don't need to grip that much. Yeah, okay? So this is wasted effort if you're gripping so much there, okay? You find the right amount of effort, the right amount of release. That's the whole thing, always. Change leg. You're going to repeat this 2 more times. I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. I apologize. Good. When you're finished, you can take a little rest in Shavasana. Good. So you see how this can help you open up the hamstrings, nice and easy, step by step. Okay. And if you're very tight, you can keep the other leg bent instead of straight, right? So that you can, if it's too much of a strain with the other leg straight, you can just do it with this leg, bent, right? So you're slowly opening it up. Okay. So then we'll do Supta Padangusthasana. Take a couple of rests. Now you want to have a blanket. If you need a blanket under your head, you can take that. And then you'll have a blanket handy on the right side for when we do Supta 2. Okay. So bend both your knees. Let your hips rock back. Press your lower back down. Follow abdomen. Take your right knee to chest. Wrap the belt around the ball of the right foot. So instead of at the center of the foot like we just did, shimmy it up towards the ball of the foot and keep your hands reaching up towards the foot with your shoulders on the ground. Keep your left knee bent, foot flat, and find the root of your right thigh and the outer right hip and press that away from you. That's the top of the thigh. Press that away from you. Find that action. So you'll get more length in your waist. And then pressing the lower back down, your left foot gets light, then you can lightly extend your left leg on the ground. Keep the front of the left leg extending and roll the inner left thigh down. You can flex the foot a teeny bit, but not too much, right? You want to get length in the front of the leg. And then again, find the root of your right thigh and press that away from your face towards your left foot. And you should feel that your left leg draws up a little bit into your hip socket. So you press the root of the right thigh away, even as you're taking the right leg closer towards your head side. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah. Okay, good. Now release, bend your right knee, hug your right knee into your chest, draw the knee up towards the chest, and then lower the right foot flat, roll the hips back, press the lower back down, bend the left knee up, take the left knee to chest, wrap the belt around the ball of the left foot, and then straighten the left leg up just to perpendicular. Keep the hands reaching up towards the foot with the shoulders on the ground. Firm the waist, press the lower back down. Keep your right knee bent. Find the root of your left thigh and press it firmly away from you. Again, you should feel more length in your abdomen, right? So it's hollowing. There's a potential for hollowing. And then pressing the lower back down, your right foot will get light. Extend the right leg on the ground. Again, extend the front of the leg, also from the waist. You're getting long in the waist, right? You can flex the foot a little bit. It's like halfway between flex and point. And then once again, find the root of your left thigh and press it away from you. You should feel your right leg maybe drop a little bit into your hip socket. So both sitting bones are square. Just keeping the left leg to perpendicular. Good. Take a breath. Exhale, bend your left leg, hug your left knee into chest, release the belt, draw the left knee up towards the chest. And then release the left foot flat, roll the hips back, press the lower back down as you bend your right knee. Take your right knee to chest. Wrap the belt around the ball of the right foot. Extend the right leg to perpendicular. Keep your hands reaching up. And then roll, press the root of the right thigh away from you. And as you do that, you'll feel you get that curve, natural curve back in your lower back. So when you first come into it, your lower back presses down. But when you press the root of the thigh away from you, you'll get that natural curve back in your lower back. Press the root of the right thigh away, then press the lower back down again in order to straighten the left leg on the ground. Extend the front of the left leg. Now press the ball of the right foot up a little bit so it's a little bit more of a point into the belt. Press the root of the right thigh away from you and also the outer right hip. So you should feel the left leg drop a little in the hip socket. Now, lift the right leg up into the belt, release the grip of the belt a little bit. So lift the right leg up towards the ceiling and then take the leg closer to the head side. You can pull a little bit with the belt to get the leg a little closer. So you don't pull, you pull the foot towards the head side just a little bit, okay? Now, take both sides of the belt, actually take both sides of the belt in the left hand, take the leg a little bit across, lift your right hip all the way off the ground, and tuck that blanket under your right buttocks so it angles in towards your tailbone and out towards the outer hip. So you rest the whole flesh of the buttocks on there, but it angles like your sacrum does. Then reach up with your right hand, take both sides of the belt in the right hand, extend the left arm out to the side. Now, find your outer right hip and thigh and press that away from you. Press the root of the right thigh away from you so the left leg draws up a little. And then you can open your left leg a little out to the side so you feel a little more opening in your pelvic floor. Find out where the inner thighs connect to the pelvic floor and open from there. And then go ahead and let your right leg open away from your left, but feel the opening in the pelvic floor and the inner thighs. And so then your right buttock is resting on that blanket. Slide your right elbow down so it touches the ground, so it's more restful. And push the inner edge of the foot into the belt so you extend more the inner leg. So you're going out to the side. Yep. And be there and breathe. Extend your left arm out to the side. Just be careful of Suman. She's there. Yep. And this leg can go a little out to the side so you feel the opening in the pelvic floor a little. Yep. Then you try to work this leg a little higher up towards the hip. Okay. And then just keep your head centered and breathe. Lower left shoulder down a little. Good. You okay? Mm-hmm. Let your elbow slide down. Yeah. Left arm more down. Left arm down. Yeah. Head centered. Head centered. This leg can go a little out to the side so you feel a little bit more opening. Yeah. Okay. Now push into the belt, pull back, turn the ribs to the left, inhale to come up, exhale, bend the right knee, hug the knee to chest. You can remove the blanket. Okay. And then press your lower back down, draw your left leg up, lower your right foot down. So both knees bent. Keep your lower back pressing down when you change your leg so you don't strain your lower back. Take the blanket over to the other side. Take the left knee to chest. Take the belt around the ball of the left foot. Reach up high towards the foot. Press the root of the left thigh away from you. Leg is perpendicular. Feel how that lengthens the abdomen. These things are subtle, but that's where you're trying to move towards, subtlety, right? Now let your hips, and observe how your hips roll forward when you press the left leg away from you. Now roll the hips back, keep pressing the left leg away from you. Your right foot should get light. Extend your right leg on the ground. Extend the whole front of the leg. Again, press the root of the left thigh away from you. You should feel the right leg draw up a little into the hip socket. Push the ball of the foot up into the belt a little on the left leg. Now release your hand grip a little and lift your leg up out of the hip socket, the left leg, and draw it closer to the head side. And then you can use the hands on the belt to help pull the leg just a little closer towards the head side. Take both sides of the belt in the right hand. Take the left leg across the body a little, and then tuck that blanket under your whole buttocks flesh, down to the tailbone and out on the outside edge of the hip. Bring the left leg back out to the side so you can hold both sides of the belt with the left hand. Extend the right arm out from the shoulder and a little down. Now press the left thigh away from you and let the right leg draw up a little. So you again, don't hike your hip up. And then move your right leg a little out to the side and observe your inner thighs and pelvic floor widening, right? And extend both from the sides of the pelvis to both inner knees to both inner feet. And really push the inner foot into the belt of the left leg. And then eventually you can bend your left elbow and lower your elbow down about in line with your shoulder. And then your outer thigh is resting on the blanket. Yeah, good. Extend the inner leg and breathe. Yep. Everyone's got it good on this side. Good, good. Good, good. That's what they say in the Heart Sutra. Good, good. Oh, son of noble birth. Keep pressing that thigh away here. And yeah. Okay, now go slowly. And extend both inner legs. Yes. Take this elbow a little higher. Push here, push, push, push. Yes. And this one too, both are active. Yeah. Good. Turn the ribs to the right, push, pull, raise the leg up, bend the knee to chest. You can remove the blanket. Press the lower back down, roll the hips back, get your right foot light, and bring your right foot flat on the ground. Bring your left foot flat on the ground. Take your right knee to chest. We'll do one more. Take the belt around the ball of the right leg, foot. Extend the right leg. Press the root of the right thigh away from you. Keep your arms reaching up. Relax your shoulders and stuff. You don't have to over grip with your hands. Use more your legs and waist, less hand gripping. Let the hips roll back a little. Right foot gets left foot gets light. Extend the left leg. Press the root of the right thigh away to even the pelvis. Press the ball of the foot up into the belt. Now take both sides of the belt in the left hand, reaching high towards the foot. Extend your right arm out to the side. So we're going to do the twist, but only a third of the way. Okay, so now before you begin, find the outer right hip and thigh, at the top of the thigh, press it away from you. So you should get more length on your right side and your left leg should draw up a little. And then go across your body, maybe a third of the way, and don't let your right thigh collapse onto your left thigh. Keep your left leg rolling into internal rotation as in Dandasana. Okay, and you can slide your hand down on the belt if you like. So your left elbow, again, is on the ground in line with your shoulder, right? And then you can push into the belt, pull back, and lift your inner right thigh up off your left leg. So Suman and Mia, look at me. Left leg, don't roll out. Keep the left leg in Tadasana. So you're not going very far across. You're not rolling into that full twist, right? It's more like Parivrtta Trikonasana. Yes, yes, good. Now push into the belt, come back, bend your knee, take your knee to chest. Let your hips roll back, draw your left foot up, lower your right foot down, keep pressing the back down as you change legs, right? Left leg, knee to chest. And you'll start to realize you don't have to overdo that action, right? It's just get used to using your abdominal muscles instead of your back muscles. Now, take the belt around the ball of the foot, press the left thigh away from you, press your lower back down, extend your right leg. Okay, take both sides of the belt in the right hand. Take the leg to perpendicular as you're able. Extend your left arm out to the side. Now, really find the outer top of your left thigh and press it away from you. So you should feel your right leg drop into your hip socket a little and your left side waist get longer. And then you go across about a third of the way at most, keeping your right leg in Tadasana, right? Keep rolling the inner right leg down and don't let your left leg collapse onto your abdomen or thigh. Keep lifting the inner leg up. You can slide your hand down on the belt so your right elbow's on the ground in line with your right shoulder. Push pull a little. Keep rolling that left root of the left thigh away and drawing the right hip up, just so they're even. Hips are even. Good. And your head just stays to the center. Don't turn your head. Yeah. So Mia, your right elbow, look here, and Suman, lift it up so it's in line with the shoulder. Yeah. So both arms are kind of extending out of the ribs and chest. That's it. Good. And then pull the leg back, release the belt, take the left knee to chest, hips roll back, draw the right knee up, right foot flat, and then lower the left knee down. Take your arms overhead. So if you've noticed that you've gotten closer to the wall, you need to scoot down a little. So we're going to do Supta Virasana with Tadagi Mudra. And in fact, let's try this too. Okay, so can you extend your arms overhead in Tadagi Mudra and use whatever support you need under your arms and elbows straight. Then you're going to roll your hips back towards flatten, okay? And then keeping your left foot flat, raise your right leg all the way to perpendicular. See if you can get your right leg all the way to perpendicular and sink your lower back and waist down so your left foot gets light, and then extend your left leg on the ground. Can you do that? Let's see. Good. Yes, Mia. So Mia, if it's too much, which it might be, bend your left leg, your other left leg. Yep. Now can you straighten that? Keep your hips down. Don't lift your hips up and don't flex your foot so much. So lengthen the front of the leg more, Mia. Lengthen the foot more. Lift the foot more. Yes. No, the other foot. Point that foot. Don't, yes. Straighten the leg that way. Grip the knee. Now find halfway between point and flex. Press the root of that right thigh away from you as you take the leg up. Okay. Go ahead and lower. Okay. Yeah. So if it's too much to straighten the other leg, don't straighten, but you're trying to get that action as you're able. Okay. Does this make sense? You kind of getting it? So if it's still too challenging, then use a belt. Okay. Then use the belt again. Okay. So if you're able, your arms are extending overhead, bend both knees, feet flat, right? The hips roll back whenever you move, right? So that you don't harden your lower back muscles. Now press into your right foot and raise your left leg up. Try to get that left leg to perpendicular. Don't harden the back of the leg or front of the leg by pushing the heel up, but rather extend like a Barbie doll foot. Press the root of the left thigh away from you. You should feel more length on the left side waist, and press the lower back down to lighten your right leg. If you're able, you extend your right leg on the ground. If not, keep your right foot flat and raise your left leg up. So either way, yes, good. That's better for you, Mia. Good, breathe. So I think you need to bend. Yes, that's right. Yeah. And so you're hardening here, which is unhelpful. Yeah, don't do that. Don't harden here. Can you do that? Yeah. Now don't do this and don't do that. Find a halfway point and don't do it so much from your foot. Grip here. Don't do that. Just grip here. Yes, that's what straightens your knee. Good. Okay. And then exhale and bend and lower your foot flat. Good. Keep your arms extended. Breathe. And then roll your hips back towards flatten with one foot up, knee towards the chest, other foot. Now cross the feet at the ankles, pull the knees apart, draw the knees in towards the armpits and breathe. And keep pulling the knees apart so you get that isometric exercise or contraction in your pelvic floor. 1. Yes. 2. Pull apart, pull. Yeah, hook your feet so they don't come apart and then pull apart. 3. Yes, and that way. Good. That's it. 4. Good. Okay. Oop. 5. Now change the cross of the feet and repeat. Pull the feet, pull the knees apart, draw the knees, yeah, up towards the armpits. 1. Good. Okay, Margie. 2. 3. Yes, Faina. Sink the waist. 4. More like that. Yeah. 5. Good. And then you're going to inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, wrap your arms around your knees. Keep your ankles crossed. Don't uncross your ankles. Just relax your feet. Change the cross of your feet. Let your knees come closer together, Morgie. So it's like holding your knees together, right? But your ankles are crossed. Yeah, that's it. And your feet are relaxed. And then you sort of just hold the tops of the knees so you don't have to hug. And then lift your knees up. Lift your feet up, tuck your chin, right? So you roll back and forth a few times. Yeah. Coming to sit. Good. Okay. Now come to Virasana forward. Sitting on the heels. And as you walk forward, keep your buttocks on your heels. Roll your upper arms into external rotation, hands and forearms into internal rotation. Firm your elbows. And then slowly shimmy your ribs down in between your thighs and rest your forehead. You can use support under your head, right? So your arms are firm and extended. Buttocks to the heels and breathe. So if you're able, keep your arms as you would in down dog. If your arms are tired, then you can rest your arms. Turn your hands just a little out, Fernanda. Yeah, so instead of shortening the thumb side of the wrist, just turn enough so that both sides of the wrist are even. Yeah, and from the elbows in and up. Good. Couple of breaths into the back body. And then coming up onto hands and knees, so you can have support under your knees if you like. Just be careful that you don't sway your back here, right? So you take your tailbone towards your pubic bone, draw your belly button towards your spine, right? Not to round your upper spine, but not to dip your lower spine. So you want to have a neutral back and neck. So your shoulder blades are broad, pressed into the outer edge of the upper arms. And so you're not sinking in between your shoulder blades, okay? Then you extend your right leg back and your knees are your hip width distance apart. Hands are towards the outer edge of the shoulders. Extend your right leg back, look back at your right foot, and then lift your right heel and then extend the right leg. Now, your outer left hip, suck it in and then roll your right buttock around to the front, roll the inner right leg towards the ceiling and point the foot and shift your weight a little forward towards your hands and be there. So the right buttock has to roll down. Yep, and the left hip in, so you stay even. And then, yes. And look down between your hands. Good. And then lower the right leg, and then we do that with the left side. So you're trying to maintain evenness, right? It's not about lifting it super high. So you extend the left leg. Now, your right hip already, you have to firm it in. Firm your waist up towards the spine. Shift the weight a little forward. Lift that left leg up. Heel in line with the buttocks. Then you can point the foot. Now you have to roll that left buttock around, firm the outer right hip in, and extend the torso a little forward, more over the hands. Good. Left buttock down and waist up, Margie, and right hip in. Yeah, left buttock down more. Yes, that much. Good. And then you're going to change legs. So again, you do the right leg, organize the hip and the leg and the torso, and then you could extend the left arm along the ear, right? And you extend the right leg and the left arm apart from each other without sinking, right? In the waist. And then you change. So you have to stabilize the right hip, roll the left buttock down, firm the waist and the right arm, and then extend the left leg and right arm apart from each other, and then change. So don't be too rushing, right? But find the stability, find the extension, and then change. Okay, and if it's strong on your knee, have a blanket under your knee, right? So you can have like this or like this, but I think pointing is better. Yeah, so maybe you need something under your knee. Yeah. So find the stability in the waist area, so not to sink in the lower back area, especially there. Yeah. And then roll the right buttock down. Yes, good. And lift the weight. Yes. Okay, find that. Good. Change legs. One more time on each side. And then come down to rest again in child's pose. Yeah, stay there for a second. So this hip, the stabilizing hip tends to sway out, right? So you have to firm that hip in, firm the outer hip in, right? Instead of pushing it out to the side. Yes, much better. Yes, good, Fernanda. And extend the leg and arm apart from each other. Yes, good. Come down and rest in child's pose. Good, good, Simone. Yeah. Okay, and then you're going to come up on hands and knees, and from hands and knees, push up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Okay, so firm elbows, externally rotate the upper arms, roll the hands and forearms in, press down into the hands, forward into the fingers, take the top edge of the shoulder blades deeper in. Roll the inner thighs back and the outer hips back, and then reach the heels back and down as you lift the front legs up. And find the roots of the thighs, the inner groin and the outer hips, and pull those away from the rib cage. So it's that same kind of action of finding that outer hip to pull the legs away and hollow the abdomen. Good. Now bring your feet all the way together. And keeping your chest towards your thighs, lift your heels up. Don't let your chest move away from your thighs. And then point your right toes back so the big toe touches the ground. Firm your outer left hip in and draw the outer left knee up to the outer left hip, and then extend the right leg up and roll the buttock around and roll the inner right thigh up. Don't try to go too high. Just so see if you can go in line with your torso. That would be perfect. Good. Beautiful, Margie. Good. Good, Faina. Extend the front of that right foot. More. Point the foot, the top foot. Yes, and extend the leg. Extend the whole front of the leg. Good. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Good. Come a little closer, Suman, front to back. You're a little too wide. Yeah, and bring the feet all the way together. And lift the heels up and take the chest closer to the thighs. Point the left toes back. Also, Mia, walk a little closer. Yes. Lift the heels way up and take the chest to the thighs. Push the chest towards your knees. Knees straight. Chest that way. And as you do this, do that. Yes. Now take the left leg up. Good. Point the foot and take the left leg up. Yes. So you start with the foot pointing and then you roll, you extend the leg up. So you have to take the outer right knee up to the outer right hip, keeping both hips even, right? And extend the front of the leg, roll that inner thigh up, and then reach the leg and the arm away from each other. From both arms evenly and press into the fingers. Yes, good. Good. And then come down and rest in child's pose again. Yeah, good. Yeah, you got red in the arms, Fernanda. Yeah, something went on there. Itchy. Yeah, some release of something, maybe. Okay, so then come through hands and knees, come to down dog, walk your feet forward, come to squat. Good. And then come to a concave back Uttanasana. So you can use blocks under your hands. So you have a little tabletop between your hands and feet. Yeah, good. So no heels on the blanket here, Suman. And be on your fingertips. So you could maybe take the blocks lower because you want to work towards no blocks, right? So take the block lower and instead of being flat on your palms, be strong on your legs, light on your fingers. Shift your weight more forward over your feet, over your toes. Mia, shift your weight way forward, way forward, way forward, way forward. There you go. Good, that's it. So your hands are under your shoulders and don't let your hips hang back behind your heels. Keep your weight more on your feet. Draw the waist up, right? And then bring your feet all the way together. Look towards your feet and point your right foot back. Just be on the toe, tip of the toe, and then raise your right leg up, look back. So it's parallel to the ground. Draw the outer left knee up to the outer left hip, firm the left hip, lean a little bit forward, more towards your hands, and then reach and roll that right buttock down and the inner right thigh up. Yes, good. Head up, Mia. Yeah, good. Buttocks down, good. And lift the root of the thigh up to keep it up. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, this really kind of gets you, right? Yeah, in all the places. Yeah, good. Straighten the firm the standing leg. Good. Okay, lower that leg down. Good. Turn your toes out, come down into squat. Release your head over forward. Okay, we'll try that on the other side. So it's not about getting the leg as high as you can, right? But it is about finding that balance of strength and flexibility, right? And engagement and release. So you don't have to, and remember, you're only lifting the leg to parallel to the ground, okay? So let's come up again, tabletop, head up, shift your weight. So you're not hanging on your heels. Your weight is a little forward. Don't lock your knees, but firm your knees, firm your waist, firm your outer hips. Look down between your hands, bring your feet all the way together. Shift your weight more forward and extend your left leg back, toes on the ground. Stay there for a moment and breathe. So you're ready. Straight elbows, Suman. Yes, that's it. Chest forward, lean forward. Yeah. So your tippy toes are on the ground. You're getting ready to now. So you're getting ready to raise that leg up and you're already thinking here, right? So you have to bend your right knee a little because you hyperextend. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Yes, much better. Okay, keep it bent, okay? Yeah. And then you take the left leg up to parallel to the ground. So you can look back, roll the left buttock around, from the outer right knee, outer right hip, and extend that leg. And head can look a little bit forward. Don't sink your hip bowling ball. Extend your torso forward. Yes. And lift your left leg up higher from the root of the thigh. Yes. Root of the thigh. Lift there. Yeah. And the left buttock has to roll down so the hips stay square. Yeah. So lift your blocks higher, Mia. You need a little more height. Yeah. Yes. Good. Okay. And back this way. Now take the chest forward, away from the leg. Yes. Good. Straight leg, straight knee. Here. Yes. There. Yes. Lower the leg down. Good. Bend the knees. Come down into squat. Release your head over forward. Okay. So let's see. How would you go with the next one? Might be too much. Shall we try it? Okay. So you're going to come up, concave back. Right? So straight legs, straight arms, straight torso. And then you're going to exhale over forward into Uttanasana. So you can soften your knees and release your torso down over your thighs. Soften your ankles. Yeah. Work towards straight legs as you're there, but not in a quick way, in a way that you're being mindful of what you're sensing and feeling, right? So you're allowing the hamstrings to release up as you root the legs down. Allow the inner thighs to widen a little as you release the torso down and lift the buttocks up at the same time. So find a little play there instead of just doing one thing at the expense of the other, right? Yes, good. Okay. Now come to your fingertips, head up. Firm waist, hands to hips, chest forward. Inhale, come up. Okay. So let's do the 5 directions of the spine, and then we'll repeat this. Okay, because I think that you need that. Okay. So feet all the way together, arms firm, elbows firm, knees firm, waist firm. So now inhale, raise your right arm up, and lift that side a little bit more, and then exhale, slide your left hand down. A little bit of a pelvic tuck, tailbone forward, a little bit, turn the ribs a little bit up so you're not looking down, and breathe into that whole, yes, breathe into that whole right side ribs. 1, straight elbow, straight wrist. Look here. 2, from the wrist. Yeah, good. 3, good. And then inhale, raise all the way up to straight, and exhale, lower your arm out to the side and down. Okay, other side. So you want to see that your wrist and elbow are straight. Okay, yeah, and knees and waist firm. Slight pelvic tuck, tailbone forward without pushing the thighs forward. Inhale, raise your left arm up. Get more length on that left side. And then exhale, slide your right arm down, but don't sink down towards your right. Roll a little bit up towards your left. And breathe into those left side ribs. 1, keep the arm in line. Look here, on the ear. 2, yes. Good, breathe here. 3, good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your arm out to the side. Ardha Kati Chakrasana. Take your arms out. This is Kati Chakrasana. Bend your left hand. Place it right under your right clavicle. And you're going to breathe into that hand. This is to open your lung lines and also strengthen your back and hamstrings. And then you turn just enough so you can see your right thumb. Okay? And now find your left hip and pull it back so your hips stay facing front, so your hips don't turn. And look at the thumb. Don't go all the way that you can't look at the thumb. Breathe into your left hand, into that part of your chest. Pelvic tuck a little bit. 1, 2, don't lean back. Yes, there you go. 3. Okay, and then inhale, come back to center. So be careful that you don't do this. Okay, so the ribs have to stay and here, so that you turn this way, not that way. Okay, so that means, again, it's this engagement here, right, which we may not be used to. So bend your right hand and touch right under your left clavicle, turn your palm to face forward. Then you turn and look back at your left thumb. So you can go a little more as you're able, but then, so your hips want to go with you. So you have to pull your right hip back. So your hips stay square to the front. Turn your head and look and breathe into your right palm. 1, 2, shoulder blades down, chest up. 3, good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower your arms. Ardha Chakrasana, hands on the top of the hips. It's a pelvic tuck, right? Really take your tailbone down and take the sides of the waist and the ribs back. And then you lift the chest any amount, and then you push your hips forward over your toes. Okay? Chest up any amount, and if it's comfortable, take the head up as well and breathe. Firm knees. 1. Breathe into the top chest. 2, 3. Inhale, lift the chest, come back to neutral. Exhale, lower your arms. Good. And then it's Urdhva Hastasana, feet and legs all the way together. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms down, webbings together. And then you're going to slowly shift towards the balls of the feet. And as you raise your arms up, you raise your heels up as well. So you're lengthening the spine up and breathe. It's like Tadagi Mudra. 1. To really strengthen your ankles. 2. Look down a little bit. Look down on the floor. There you go. Good. And then exhale, slowly lower your heels. Good, Suman, and your arms at the same time. Good. And then it's Ardha Uttanasana. So you lift your shoulders, roll them back, extend your arms down. Okay. Inhale, lift the chest, maintain the lift of the chest as you exhale. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, come halfway down. Ardha Uttanasana. Okay. Good. Keep the head looking forward if that's comfortable on your neck. And the reason is it moves the upper back in. Come a little lower if you can. 1. There. Roll the shoulders. 2. Good. Lower your chest down a little and forward. Good. 3. And then inhale, come all the way up. Arms all the way up. And exhale. Lower the arms down. Okay. Good. So now we'll do one more attempt at Ardha Uttanasana. Okay, so inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, come all the way down, fingertips on the ground. Shift your weight a little bit forward, head up. Inhale. Now exhale there. Take your right leg back, toe point. See if you can get your fingertips on the ground. Now you're going to inhale, raise your right leg up. And then as you exhale, walk your hands back towards your foot and lower your head down towards your leg as you raise your right leg up. And then if it's comfortable, you bring your left leg hand more out to the side and wrap your right arm around your back of your left leg. So I wasn't mirroring you. Yeah. Good. Hands on the ground, Mia. Bring the hands down on the ground now, Suman. Hands on the ground now. Yes. Yes. Walk your hands towards your feet. Yes. Towards your standing leg foot. Head down. It's a full forward bend. Head down, leg up. As you bring the head down, lift the leg up higher. Yes. Good. Okay. Little dicey. Yes. Yes. Leg up, head down. Yes. Full torso down. Full forward bend. Yes. And then release the leg. Good. Okay. Come down to squat for a moment. Come down to squat with your heels off the ground. Look here. Come down to squat with your heels off the ground, feet together. And then release your head down. Yeah. And then head up. Take your arms back. Come up to Ardha Uttanasana. Good. Shift your weight forward. Head up. Look here. Shoulders up. Yes. Waist in. Look here. Yes, Faina. Higher up. No, your head and shoulders up. You're too low. Look at me, Faina. Higher. Yeah, half. Ardha means half. There you go. Good. Inhale, come up. Okay, we'll try the other side. Exhale, come down. Hands on the ground. Head up. Head up. Yes. Extend the torso forward, left toes back. Raise the left leg up to halfway. Yes. Then exhale, head towards the knee. So full forward bend. Walk your hands back. And as you bring your head down, raise your left leg up. Yes, Margie. Good. Yes. Good. Leg up higher, Faina. Walk your hands back more towards your foot. Yes. And straighten your standing leg and lift your top leg up. Good. Okay. Exhale, come down. Good. Come down to that squat with the heels off the ground, feet together. Yeah. Release your torso down. Okay. Then head up. Waist in, extend your arms back. And as you straighten the legs, come to Ardha Uttanasana, half. Yes. Good, head up, look forward. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Straight elbows. Exhale, lower your arms. Good. Okay, so are you having fun? No. Yeah, it's hard, that one. It is hard. All right, so let us try warrior one. This will give you a little reprieve. Take 2 blocks to the wall for warrior one at the wall. Okay, so you're going to take your 2 blocks like we did on Monday, if you were here. Okay, and you stack the blocks, the skinny edge at the wall, and the long edge moves out to the middle of the room. Okay, and then you're going to bring your right foot up on those 2 blocks. You're super short, you could just have 1 block, right? So your right knee is over the ankle. And it's a short warrior A, okay? Your back foot angles in a little, heel to heel or heel to instep. And then you draw the outer right knee to the outer right hip, roll the left buttock around. And then in order to lift the right hip up off the thigh, bring your right hand on the wall, come to your fingertips, and take your left hand to the groin, the front of the groin, and then lift that left hip up off, the right hip up off the right thigh as you bend the right knee, probably palms flat, right? So you're drawing the belly towards the spine and lifting the right hip up off the thigh. Straighten the back leg, straighten the back leg. Yeah, turn the back foot a little more out. Yeah, that's good. Is that okay? And then, yes, that much. So you need to go a little closer. You're step your back foot closer in. Yes, good. That's it. And then lift this hip up off the thigh. Yes, that's the work. Okay. So this hip up off the thigh. So even as this is bending, this hip, yes, off the thigh. It falls forward. Does that make sense? This leg push back. Push the thigh back, that way, towards the foot. Resist this thigh back. Yes. Good. Bend the knee more. Yeah. The hip. Yes. That's the work. Change leg. So look here for a second. So you need to be shorter because your knee is not at a right angle. So it might be too high for you. You could try that. Okay. So be shorter though. Shorter front to back. Shorter front to back. It's a short dog. Yeah. So the knee stays over the heel. And then you lift the hip off. That's the idea. Hip off the thigh. Okay. Change legs. Okay. So the idea is to get that bent knee hip, it falls forward over the thigh, right? So you want to keep the hip square and then lift this hip off the thigh. So palms, push your torso back. Yes. And the hip up. Yes. That's warrior one, ideally. Yeah. Okay, Margie. Yeah. So, and bend here. And bend there. Okay. So if you need to shorten, you can shorten. Okay. One more time on each leg. Change leg. Okay. And if you find it's too challenging, take the block down. You can just have 1 block, right? So the back foot, it should be more angled out. Yeah, ideally. Yeah. Yes. Good. Drop this down. Yep. Straighten this leg. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Good. And lift that up, even as this stays here. So this goes forward. Now palms flat. Push yourself away from the wall. This. Yes. That's the work. This leg straight. Sorry. Good. Change legs. Change legs. So make sure the hips are square, right? So that's the back leg buttock has to roll around, right? Outer left knee to outer left hip, keeping the knee in. Don't let it travel out. And then lift that left hip. Is really congested onto that thigh. Can you find that even, right? That's hard. Yeah, you could step in a little. You might be too far back. It's a short warrior A. Yeah, someone. Yeah, you feeling it? Yeah. So palms flat and you have to turn your hips, push away. There. Okay. And now lift this up off the thigh. Really bring your hands in more. Yeah, this one in more. Push back, and not just the chest, but that up. Yes, this bone up off this thigh. Yeah, okay. So come down. Good. Okay, so warrior 3 with foot at wall, hands on chair. Grab a chair. And then you can leave your mat if you want, and just move to one side, or you can remove your mat. And I'll show you what you're going to do. So I'll show here. And so have 2 blocks handy too. And so when you sit Dandasana, put the blocks right by your hips. So that's about where you want to have your front foot, like where those blocks are, right? So you're working towards this stability. So that's about where I want my foot, right? So you can see where on the floor you are, right? And then you're going to work on this. So this left hip has to come up off the thigh, right buttock down. So you can try hands on the block, hands on the chair. You can try one arm up that way, right? So you can explore. Okay. And then you do that on the other side. Okay. So you can kind of explore with support. Warrior 3, because it's challenging, to say the very least. Yeah. Yeah. So the block, yeah, just under the hand. That's good. Now straighten this leg. Yeah. Foot on the wall. There you go. Good. Yep. So now you can try one arm back alongside your hip. Back or forward. Yeah, you can do both. So you can explore, right? Now, if you're going to do forward, do both arms. Let's try one arm back first. Try one arm back, right? So it's like a 3-legged, right? Now change hands, other arm back. Try it. Okay, use more your leg from your outer right hip in. Good. And you can roll the shoulders up like we did in that Ardha Uttanasana. Yes, you can turn the palm up like, yes. Good. Yes. Now both hands forward on the chair. Push the chair a little forward, push the leg back. Yes. Good. Yes. Change legs. Yes. Good, Margie. Yeah, you can try one arm forward, one arm back. Back is easier, right? I think. Yeah. Yeah. Now, when you take the arm back, turn the palm up and roll the shoulder up. Yeah. And then lift here. Yes. Don't forget to lift that hip up off the thigh. Yeah. Good. But don't sink too much there. Yeah. Good. Okay. And if you haven't already, changed legs. Yeah. So your left leg's a little high, Fernanda. Left foot is too high. So you want your heel more in line with your buttocks, more down. Yeah. Turn your heel out to it. There you go. Square. Okay. Good. Yes. Good. Pull the blocks back a little and be on your fingertips. Pull the block back a little. Yeah. Can you be on your fingertips? Good. That's it. Lift your head and chest up. Yes. Take one arm back towards your buttocks. Yes. Yeah. And then you turn the palm up. Roll the shoulder. Yes. Good. And then change. Maybe you can do both arms back. Good. Okay. Good. Good, Simon. And try to keep your arms so that they're also so this arm is collapsing in, right? So you want to make sure you're not collapsing in your chest and upper body as well. So everything is firm and stable, right? It's a very firm and stabilizing pose. Okay. Had enough, come down and rest. A little bit of a squat. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll show you the last thing we'll do when you're ready. Straighten your back leg, Faina. Straighten your back leg. Push into the wall. Push with your heel. Yes. Just do that much. That's more important than the arm. Yeah, to start. So then the next thing is, so you can either do, I'll give you an option. This one, right? Like that. Or you can do this one, like that, right? Or you can come into it from down dog, this way, like that, and go up, okay? So you can see which one you want to finish with, okay? One of those, okay? So don't have your hands on the hooks, Faina. Have a hook in between your two hands. Have a hook in between your two hands. Just move over. Move over. Look here. Look here. Hand
here.
No, hand here. Look in between. Yeah, I know. Turn your palms out. Have your hands hip width. Yeah. So I find that the half handstand is easier than this one, wall uttanasana. No, don't turn your hands too much out. Come down. Come to down dog. Come to down dog. Yeah, don't turn your hands so much out. Yeah, you don't need to. Okay. I mean, sometimes you can explore that. That's good for turning your shoulders out. So if you really need to do that, then do that. And also you might need a yoga mat if you're sliding. Yeah. You okay? Okay. Don't go too far out into the middle of the room. Go closer to the wall. There you go. Head down. Stay in down dog. Just stay in down dog. Lift your knees. Your knees aren't straight. Straight elbows, straight knees. Breathe. Head down. Breathe. Find your strength. Now take one leg up. So don't be in a rush. Curl the toe under. Straighten that knee. Straighten the top knee. This knee. Yes. Straighten this leg. Yes. Head down. No, don't bring the other leg up. You're not ready. You got to build it. So your arms have to be straight. Yeah, and your head down. Okay, it's too much. Come down. Yeah, it's too much. So then don't do. So Suman, you're too much in the middle of the room. Okay, so come down. Get closer to the wall with your hands. Closer. There, try that. Yeah, good. Okay, so I think what it would be better for you, maybe you've had enough, Fernanda, but it's too much on your shoulder. So do this one. And you can just be here even, right? Maybe you don't take the leg up, or maybe you do. You could even rest that foot on a chair if you wanted to, yeah? Better, Suman. You could even be closer though. Come down and go in another inch. Try that. Okay, and then whenever you're done and you just had enough, walk your feet a little closer to the wall. Then you can do legs up the wall. Let's do legs up the wall today. Hips on a bolster. Okay. Yes, Suman, better. You could even get closer, but you can stay there. Is that enough fear for you right now? Okay, so come down. Do it one more time. I'm going to support you. Yeah, head up a little, Faina. Yeah. And then you can extend one leg back if that's comfortable for you. Yes. Okay, take your hands a little wider. It's more towards the outer edge of the shoulders, not the inner. That's too wide. Just a teeny bit in the other, just a teeny bit. Yeah. So that your wrists are more in line with the outer shoulders than inner. Yeah. Okay. Now lift your butt up. Good. Now take one leg up and then the other. Good. Now straighten your leg. Walk your feet up a little more. Yeah, a little more. There you go. Now, where my feet are, you push towards the wall, not that way, the other way. Towards the wall. Squeeze your elbows in and press your shoulder blades on your back. Yes. Good. Now take one leg up. Good. Roll that buttock towards the wall. Yes. Point the foot a little. Yes. Roll that buttock towards the wall. Pull the waist in. Yes. Take that leg to the wall. Take the buttocks towards the heels. Keep your buttocks where it is. Just curl your sitting bones. Yes, just a little bit, not too much. Squeeze your elbows a lot. Take your other leg up. Roll the buttock. Yes, not too much. That's too much. Lift. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, okay. Good. Yeah. So when you come down, you bring your chest towards your thighs. If your shoulders stay in the middle of the room, your feet will fall. If you bring your chest towards your thighs, you'll give a little wedge into the wall. Look, Fernanda, this looks really good. You're happy there. Yeah, that's good for you. Good. Okay. You okay, Saman?
Yeah.
Okay, legs up the wall to close. Okay. So you can use a bolster under your hips, okay? And then legs up the wall. So it's more like Viparita Karani with a big chest, if possible. If that hurts your back, then just hi.
Seriously, that room?
Come on in. She's not here yet, but she'll be here shortly. You can use the bathroom. You like shoes here and just make yourself comfortable. Let there be a little space between your legs so that you're not squeezing your legs together. Okay, so that your pelvic floor has space and can move towards the wall. And your inner thighs have room to breathe. Okay, Marnie. Into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. If you need to scoot back a little for that, scoot back a little. Keep your hips on the bolster though. Keep your hips on the bolster and your feet up the wall. Yeah, but you can scoot back. You can you can still scoot yourself back so your hips are still on the bolster and you have more space for your legs if need be. Yeah, but your feet are still up the wall, Mia. So feet up the wall, like Margie. Yeah, 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 yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah. That's okay. You got a little far. Yeah. So yeah, a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, you can come to squat there. So bring your feet flat and turn your feet knees out a little bit. So externally rotated squat. Bring your heels closer to your buttocks. Yeah. Widen your knees and feet. Like it's like Baddha Konasana, but squat. So turn your feet out, turn your knees out. Yeah. So look to your right, Fernanda. Look at Suman. Yeah. And then do like, yeah. Yeah. So let your knees fall apart. Yeah. Yeah. Knees fall apart, heels towards the buttocks. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. And then come to straight legs up the wall. Just be there. You don't have to get close. Doesn't matter. Just to straighten your leg. Then you're going to bend your knees again, come back to squat and push yourself back. And then you'll rest your feet on your support in Baddha Konasana. And if you don't have support, you can just have your feet flat unless you have something handy, right? And if you like, you can have your toes at the wall. So the balls of the feet are at the wall, the toes point away from each other, right? And then your feet are all the way down. Yeah. And then you're in Baddha Konasana. So that's kind of nice too. And then inhale, raise your legs up, separate your feet a bit, take a breath, soften your groins, scoot back a little bit more. And then Supta Sukhasana, cross the legs in easy pose and rest your legs. And then inhale, raise the legs up, uncross the feet, pause for a moment, feet flat on the bolster, soften your groin, and then change the cross and slowly release the legs. Easy pose with the opposite cross. And be there and breathe. And then inhale and bring your legs up. Uncross your feet. Pause with your feet flat. Soften your groin. Soften your abdomen. Release and hollow your belly. Extend your right arm overhead. And then roll over to your right side. Rest your head on your upper arm. Draw your knees up towards your chest. Look towards the ground. Breathe. Continue rolling towards your face. Pull your waist in. Use both your arms and walk yourself up from using the front body, not the back. So don't use your back muscles. Yeah, use the front. And then sit cross-legged. So you can either take one wrist behind you and come over into a forward bend, or use your hands on the ground for support. Breathe into the back body. Pull the waist in to come up. Bring your hands behind you, fingers point forward. You can lean back a little bit. Press into your elbows, lift your chest. You can take the head back if that's comfortable. A couple of breaths here. If it's uncomfortable for your neck, keep your chin in towards your chest. Lift the chest, though, dramatically lift the chest. That's the idea. Good. And then tuck the chin, come up to your fingertips and walk yourself forward. And then we'll do our closing chant. So you can keep your hands on your thighs, or you can take the prayer position, Namaste Mudra. We'll chant the Oms and Shantis together. We'll do call and response. Deep breath in. Om. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lift your heart. Exhale, bow the head to the heart. Release the hands to the thighs and pause a moment. Once again, surrendering your head to your heart. And then with your eyes closed, on an inhale, slowly curl up the back of the neck. Settle the ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. With your eyes closed, raise your gaze so it's level to the horizon. Drop back into the heart center and expand from there to the back of your body, to the sides and to the front. Expand into the room and beyond. And then allow